alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No,
and leave me alone.
0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you again. I don't ever want to hear your voice to you. Please,
what
God
happened-
bless you, but
what
please leave
happened
me
was
alone. Please leave me alone. Stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop. I don't. Stop stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalk me. That's why
No,
I
no,
moved.
just talk.
Leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No,
and leave me alone.
0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk.
What does that say? I don't want a scandal. I want for Mr. Perry to leave me the fuck alone. That was in 2014. So how long ago was that? 8-9 years ago? 8-9 years ago, Mr. Perry. For that long, every day, what have I said? Leave me the fuck alone. I don't want you. I don't like you. You are not hot and sexy. You are one big blob ick turnoff. You are delusional. You're a whack job. And that mental crazy of yours squirts out your ears. It's disgusting. You're a disgust to me. This is Cynthia Ortiz. These are the Charles Perry Stalker Podcast. We do the disclaimer, use allegedly, apply the but-for standard and the reasonable, prudent individual standard, and we assert all constitutional rights. And that would include First Amendment. I have the right to speak out just like the TikTok girl. And I get that you don't like that. You don't like it that you keep getting caught. You want to shut me up. We get it. You made your point. But the thing is, no one's caught the crime more than we have, and you act like you have no idea what that means. You act like you don't know what the fuck people say to you. It is pathetic. When he pesters her and takes her money, things don't go well for us. We're seeing things happen we've not seen before. I'm quoting his guy. That's his guy. Charles, I don't like you. Listen, you're fucktard. I've been the one catching the crime. You've hid all your life that no one else caught. I have people helping me that are fucking powerful. So why the hell would we put any credence or credibility into any fucking thing you say, you little fucktard? You embarrass the hell out of me. Why aren't you embarrassed? You should be. You're creepy. Here's the thing. Everybody's sick and tired of you. What you've brought, what you're creeping on me. It's disgusting. It's, ugh. You're gross. You're just like that Neil guy. And he makes no sense at all. Nor do you. The stuff you guys say, it's like, that doesn't even make sense. It doesn't even make sense. And you're not one bit embarrassed. You embarrass everybody else, but you're not embarrassed. And we're like, wow, okay. So you got a judge that grants investigatory orders that wants to know why the hell you repeat yourselves all the time. How many, I mean, this thing last night, they got caught again last night. Let's say it again. When he pesters her, when he takes her money, things don't go well for us. We make all these plans and they fall apart. They don't work out like we planned. And we're seeing things happen we've never seen before. Our crime is caught more than ever in our lives. We hid this crap all our lives. We love making problems for women because we got a mommy issue we're not smart enough to keep within our own family. And we're bothering everybody else with it. And when we do it to her, it's different. And we're too fucktard to understand we got a new normal. When you do X, Y happens. So if you don't like Y, why in the fuck do you keep doing X? And that's how stupid Perry is. He'll Charles, when you pester her, when you take her money, we get caught. All of a sudden, things don't go well. They don't go like they had before. We've never had one figure out we have cameras in their house. One of our victims. We've never had one of our victims figure out we're causing our problems. We've never had one of our victims send us an invoice. We've never had one of our victims sue us. And she has. First time ever. And we've never had one of our victims solve a murder we committed to cover all that up. You got a new normal. Fucktard. When you do X, Y happens every day. Happened last night. When I work, first of all, unless you're a peeping Tom, unless you're a stalker, unless you're a hacker, all three crimes, you can't know what I'm doing. It's like y'all forget what the allegations are. The allegations against you for a criminal case that we're building, sir. We're collecting all the evidence of that we can of your corruption, Mr. Perry. I don't like you. You're not in a romance. You're watching TV. Let me tell you something. There's dignitaries working today. Tommy Tuberville, Jody Arrington, Ted Cruz, United States Senator Ted Cruz, United States Senator Tommy Tuberville, United States Congressman Jody Arrington. What they're not doing is sitting on their butts, pretending, watching TV, playing with little girl toys like you. That's what you're doing. That's not what dignitaries do. You seem confused on what what actions a person takes when they want cooperation. You get bees with honey, sir, not your vinegar. You ought to know that. I mean, this judge is like, I don't, first of all, our shrink is told, we have a judge that grants investigatory orders, sir. You got leaks and wiretap orders, sir. Or some sort of surveillance orders. I'm not told all that. I'm not told who your leaks are. And I've said that over and over and over, and I'm not going to help you. When you're gone, the problems that you cause are gone with you. The creepy is gone with you. We want you gone. Everybody's sick and tired of you. Nobody cares what you think. You're never asked. Ever. You're an intruder. If somebody breaks into your home and they start taking a bat to everything you own and go, I don't like your furniture. Wow, but see, nobody asked you. In fact, you weren't invited here to begin with. That's how much sense it makes when you start telling me what you think. Nobody invited you to Oklahoma. I came to Oklahoma to get away from you. I went to a lot of trouble to move twice. I moved from Lubbock in November 2013. I left. And I went to Dallas area. You made my life a living hell in Dallas. You butt into shit that was none of your business. Fabian, that's none of your business, Mr. Perry. My choice is what I want, and it's never going to be you. You're a sick son of a bitch. You do things no normal person could think of if they tried. Charles, don't contact me. I do not want to hear it. I don't. We're all tired of hearing it. Listen to the words I'm saying and try to understand what I'm saying. Everybody's so sick and tired of you. It is not hard to get information. It gets easier by the day. Every day since the McNamara email, Mr. Perry, we find out what you're trying to do. It's crime. Every day for 7 years, we find out what you're trying to do. It's crime. Every day up till last night, we heard your guy call. She's about to come down Sandusky. Get her when she comes out. He wanted an unmarked to pull me over, to harass me. And the guy even asked, like, what's the problem? Oh, they just want her to apologize. They're going to use you to cause her extreme duress, to force her to say something she doesn't intend or want to say. It's Perry's words, not hers. You were caught on that already, so guess what? The first thing the judge said today, same thing he always says. And again, we're having the same conversation we've already had. I believe the shrink when she says Mr. Perry is severely mentally retarded. I'm not seeing anything but that. When he's caught, Cynthia lets them know they're caught, correct? Yep. And yet they're having the same conversations again and again and again and again. They've already pressured her to apologize. She's already said no. They've already given her threats. They've already given her enticements. She's already said no over and over and over and over, and they're trying the same thing again. I've never seen this before. I've not seen it. Smart people are used to dealing with smart people. You say it one time. Once we have it, you don't have a cover-up, Mr. Perry. You're never going to get a date with me. You disgust me. You are weird as they come. You embarrass the fuck out of everybody, sir. Why aren't you embarrassed too? I've asked the shrink that. Why is he not embarrassed? I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed by him. We got our ear in a lot of places. A lot of people are embarrassed by him. Why is he not embarrassed? She goes, he doesn't know he should be. He doesn't know. He's got severe mental disabilities and he doesn't have any idea that he should be just about to die. So that's why. I mean, what kind of person gets caught every day for 7 years and they keep doing the same thing? That's a lot of the same repeated cycle, getting the same results. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing, expecting different results. You're insane. You don't get a date shitting up a woman's life. That's not how you make women like you. If you take the romance out of it, you don't even get cooperation doing that. You get people turned against you. You get people who hate your guts. You get people who have a great deal of animosity, resentment towards you, and just want you to go away. When you're gone, you take the problems with you. You take the drama with you. You take the trailer park trash bullshit you do every day with you. You take the invasion of my privacy with you. You take the I won't be broke ever again, Mr. Perry, when you're gone. I'm sick of being broke. Everybody's sick and tired of watching you make me be broke. We don't have any problem, Mr. Perry, getting information. We don't have a problem with it. And you act like you have no fucking idea what I'm saying. So since, Mr. Perry, Ted Cruz, United States Senator Ted Cruz, you know him? I sat and had lunch with him one day. He described his schedule. It's insane. He works very hard. He's in a position of power, and you're not. You say that you want clean teeth, but we're not seeing you buy the toothbrush. We're not seeing it. You say you want to be a big, powerful, important man, but we're seeing you act like a fucking retarded monkey, literally. A retarded monkey can sit on their fat ass, watch TV, and pretend and play with little girl toys. And that's all you do all day. That's all you've ever done. And make problem after problem after problem, tear things up. A monkey who is retarded can do that, tear everything up. There's no special skill needed. There's no intelligence needed. There's nothing. You don't have to have any of that to act like a retarded monkey. I'm not just a monkey, a retarded one, Mr. Perry, and that's what you do all damn day. And you're not respected. You're not wanted. You're not loved. You're by yourself. You're making a fool of yourself. You're embarrassing everybody around you. And you got a judge going, wow, what is the deal here I mean, we've heard this. We just need her to apologize. We've heard that conversation many times. Do they not know she knows? They wrote a letter for her, a letter of apology. She's supposed to sign it. They're trying to create a situation of duress. We've heard that over and over and over. Does he not know? Does Mr. Perry, somebody find out if he's got Alzheimer's? Something's wrong. We're having the same thing over and over. So, do all these men have Alzheimer's? Are we talking about some men who need to be in a nursing home or get some kind of medical treatment? That I am the judge. When you bring me a request for probable cause, and that's part of the evidence, I'm having to sit here in my courtroom and listen to the same conversation over and over and over and over. I'm not sure what to think about that. Something's wrong. Something's wrong with people that you have to repeat them, the same thing over and over. We already know. Do they not know she knows? Yes, Your Honor, they know she knows. And then so why are we talking about it again? You got me. I couldn't tell you. We certainly don't act like that. So why is he? What's wrong with him that he is? You can't even keep up with normal, much less be excellent or highly intelligent. Okay, I am highly intelligent. I'm the one catching your crime like it's not happened before. Nobody's done what we've done, and you forget who you're talking to. I don't even know what to say to that. You always forget who you're talking to. I have help. There's 40 cops. Most of us are Christians. There's 2 of them on me every time I go to work, which you shouldn't know anything about. Only a peeping Tom, only a stalker, only a hacker would know that. In order to call somebody and go, we need your unmarked cop to pull her over. She's coming out on this street now. You'd have to hack me to be able to make that kind of phone call. And the guy's asking, and we've heard that more than once. You ask these guys to do that, and they're all like, well, why? What's the problem? What am I doing? What am I supposed to say to her when I pull her over? I'm a cop. Sorry, but that's not adding up in my head. Well, it's those corrupt politicians from Texas that think they're God. They want her to apologize because he's stalking. He's a cop killer. He's a serial killer. And she caught it. And they want her to apologize. It's her fault. She's doing what nobody else has done. Ever. You think I'm going to listen to a fucktard like you when I'm doing that and no one else has done it? You got to be shitting us with that, sir. We're just like, oh my God, would you please shut up? Why do you think anybody gives a fuck what you think? Why do you think that? Like, no one understands, Mr. Perry. Why in the hell you think anybody cares what you think? You're stupid. We're thinking circles around you in our sleep, bitch. Have been for years. Every day. This was last night. This was early hours. This about 1 o'clock in the morning. About 1 o'clock in the morning. So, who do you think you're fooling? Charles, who do you think you're fooling? You're irritating the hell out of everybody, I'll tell you that. Just like Neil. Look at this. Look how ridiculous this fucker is.
Leave me alone. Please stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop. I don't. Stop stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's why I moved.
Just talk
Leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No.
Doesn't even make sense. Does not even make sense. You know, and you think we care what you think? He thinks I'm going to help. Every day I get the same questions. Is it your family? Is it your kids? Who's telling on me? No kid. He doesn't give two fucks for who he hurts or how bad he hurts them. No empathy. No impulse control. Very low IQ. What does that sound like to you? If you're a cop, if you're TPD, or who was it you wanted me pulled over last night? Broken Arrow Police Department? Is that who you called? You wanted an unmarked this time? We've heard y'all talking about that. Get an unmarked, otherwise she'll, she knows how to ditch a tail. Well, normally though, if a cop is behind me with his lights on, I'm not gonna ditch it. I'm gonna pull over. I'm not the stupid one here. What do you want me pulled over for, Charles? I mean, you've made a big deal out of this of late. Phone call after phone call. Pull her over. We've talked about it. Again, you're irritating the judge. He's not stupid. He's a judge. He's very smart, or he wouldn't be a judge. And he's going, I'm racking my brain here, and I'm trying to figure out, why are we having the same conversations again? It's like the ringtone. I heard 100 conversations about the ringtone. And they know she knows. Yes, they know. 100 emails says from her to her attorneys, the ones that she would have to use if Mr. Perry carries out the harassment email threat. That would be 100 times that you guys talked about the ringtone. Get my ringtone. We need you guys to get her ringtone. Well, I've heard that 100 times. Right, so 100 emails means she does know and she has told them. Okay, so what's the problem? Why are we still having the same conversation? It feels like I'm sitting in a nursing home. It feels like I'm not in my courtroom. It feels like I'm sitting in a nursing home. It's that bad. I get that Mr. Perry is mentally ill. He may have Huntington's disease. That makes you paranoid and it makes you delusional. Are all of them that dumb? Are they all that challenged, mentally challenged? That they can't remember that this has been discussed, and the horse is beaten. It's down. It's gone. He's beaten the ringtone horse to death. So why are we still talking about it? And the same thing with, we just need her to apologize. Do you guys, here's the thing. There are jokes, right? There's jokes, right, about Arkansas. Your mom and your dad are also your aunt and your uncle. I think that's true for y'all. You're a bunch of hick hillbillies. It's like your mom and dad is your aunt and uncle. Is that how that works for y'all? Is that why you're so stupid? And we have to say, you have a judge complaining, I feel like I'm sitting in a nursing home. We've already discussed this. They've already been caught on it. They've already been told they've been caught on it. So why are we still trying to do it? Why are we still having a conversation about doing it anyway? Because what those are for, Mr. Perry, it's building a criminal case against you. You didn't know? I've said it. It's not like it's not been said over and over and over. When he pesters her and takes her money, all of a sudden we keep getting caught. The witness says, Mr. Perry, ever since I've known him, travels alone. He will not take Jacqueline, his wife, with him. God only knows what he's doing. He has no alibi. He refuses to account for how he's spending his time. So, what he does is he's trolling. Just like BTK said in his allocution, I trolled to find victims. I trolled. Mr. Perry trolls. His victims are single women with kids. When they're not home, he will buy the landlord or the maintenance guy or a locksmith get in and put hidden cameras inside the home. And then he begins to broadcast these women all over the world, all over the dark web. He's selling watch time. And he's a sexually dysfunctional sadist. He cannot ejaculate without causing people hurt. He's a whack job. That's crime causation, Mr. Powell. Please keep up with me. I'm not going to slow down for you. Then what he'll do is he'll cause these women to lose their job. He'll get them fired. And then he hacks them. So he watches to see where they're applying for the next job. And he'll make sure they can't find one. And then they'll call their family and ask for help. Why wouldn't they? And the family berates them. They make them feel like it's their fault, just like you heard my ex-husband do the other day. Why can't you work? Why can't... It's not because I don't want to. It's never been that. I paid $5,000 to my boss, Joe Chadwick, owner of Lady Godiva's, for no-show fines. When you dance, you're self-employed. You walk in the door, you owe money. Whether you've made any or not, it doesn't matter. You owe it. You got to pay the DJ. You got to pay a house fee. You got to pay the bouncers, the door guy, the waitresses. So you owe all that money first. And then what's left over is what you take home. You're almost like a small business. People criticize strippers. Strippers are business owners, you little fucks. These girls are smart. A lot of them didn't finish fucking high school. They're in sales. They're in business management. A lot of them are single moms. I was. They own a business. When they walk in the door, they owe money. They got to figure out how to make money that night to pay everybody they owe, and then they go home with what they go home with. And then they got to pay the rent, buy food, electric bill, phone bill, maybe put some in savings. Right? Business owners, they're entrepreneurs. We're 1099'd. So the deal is you got some flexibility with your schedule, but if you schedule yourself to work on, say, Tuesday night from 7 to close, 2 o'clock in the morning, and you can't make it for some reason, without a doctor's note, you're going to owe $50. Imagine how many nights I missed because Mr. Perry was a threat to me at my work. Like he was last night. Pull her over when she comes off Sandusky. You're a threat to me, sir. I had to be able to go to work without becoming a victim of crime. I'm going to tell you something. A lot of cops do not like you using them to harass me. I've already said that. The judge is getting pissed off about that. I need for you to explain to Mr. Perry he is to stop using local law enforcement to harass my witness. Now you want to wait till they bang on your door and that's a charge? You do it. Be my guest. I don't care. No one cares what you think, really. We don't. Nobody's caught your crime like we have. Nobody's quoted what you fucking said verbatim. I'm quoting you right now, aren't I? They just want to force her to apologize against her will and say words that aren't her words. Apologize for what? Not liking a weirdo doing my job? I'm catching your crime. You don't like that. Fuck you. Too bad. No criminal does. Who fucking who? Call your mommy. Nobody else cares. You know what we care about? The lives you've devastated and ruined. These women, these children, you're broadcasting on dark web. That's child pornography. You're in a lot of trouble, bitch. I'm sorry it hurt your feelings that we're catching your crime. It doesn't hurt ours one bit. You're getting told on because everybody's sick and tired of you. Tired of watching you ruin my life and make me starve. And make me behind on bills. And make me lose my home again. And try to fuck with my car. So we don't have any problem at all, dipshit, getting what you just said. Local law enforcement is paid by taxpayers to serve the public that pays their bill, their house, their car. They are not your bitches. Do that again one more time, I dare you. But keep in mind that judge said, you tell them I said stop using local law enforcement to harass our witness. Stop. We heard it last night. She will watch her rear view like a hawk. And if somebody's behind her a little too long, she will ditch that tail. It's a tail or not a tail, doesn't matter. She'll ditch it. She's not going to chance it. And if I do, I'm doing that on purpose. I'm going to use it against you. The charges are stalking You're here. I moved twice to get away from you. That should have been the end of it, fucktard. You're dragging this on and on and on, and everybody's tired of it. When you're gone, the problems are gone too. The nightmare ends. The creepy is done. There is no more creepy. There's no more problems. There's no more invasion of my privacy. There's no more your sick little doll problem you got. You're a weirdo, man. You are. I don't even know what to say. You have zero chance of a date. Nobody's trying to see you. Nobody's trying to be with you. You don't have a girl in love with you. You got people just angry, seething angry against you. Because you're an imposition and a burden we want to dump off. You're like cancer. You smell bad. You're an embarrassment. Why is he not embarrassed? Doesn't know he should be. He's a fucktard. Literally, mentally retarded man. And we're not seeing him even try to prove that wrong. We'd love to. When he pesters her and takes her money, things don't go well for us. And every day he gets up and go, let's do it more. And then you get caught again. Well, I told you. Well, let's do it more anyway. Oh my God, okay. Well, we're going to catch you again. A lot of cops don't want to be your bitch, so stop asking them. Lucky complained about it. They said they wanted to get her on harassment. Well, the thing is they're calling us all the time. She's never calling us. They're fucking with her car. We all knew it. So it looked to us like they're the ones doing the harassing. By the way, there's a bunch of emails going back to 2017. He's going to harass me, and then when I complain about it, he's going to say I'm harassing him. And that is a lie. That is perjury. That is fraud. But no surprise, what's one more? You do it so much. You got 7 fraud cases open against you, sir. Perjury, fraud. 7 of them. Nobody's done what we've done. The witness said he'll sell watch time. He makes sure these women can't get a job. Then they lose their house. Then he has the ex take the kids away. He blows up these little children's lives. Blows them up. So you're getting some people, you got some people mad at you a long time ago, Mr. Perry. All of you did. You got some people very angry at you. And so I was brought in to help. And you've done nothing but make it easy. You have made it so easy, it's not even fair. You act like this bitch.
0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you again. I don't ever want to hear your voice to you. Please, God bless you, but please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Please stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop. I don't. Stop stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalk me. That's why I leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me.
What does that say? Can you read still, Mr. Perry? I mean, that's been out everywhere for a long time. They wanted us to get her on harassment, they said, and had us getting information on her car, asked us to pull her over all the time, had us checking into allegations that turned out to be nothing. They called constantly and took my time away from real crime. In fact, what we found is Cynthia kept to herself, didn't bother anyone, and pretty much spent all her time trying to figure out how to get them off her. She did not a thing to them at all. It became pretty clear to us fairly quickly that they were the ones doing the harassing, not her. If it were up to me, I'd call in a protective order for her, and that might still happen. They called us and asked us to bother her and pull her over that much. It made us that mad. So last night, my guys get it again. 2 of them are on me all the time. 2 of them are on you all the time. 2 of them are on David Robertson all the time. 2 of them are on Matt Powell all the time. 2 of them are on Josh Burson all the time. 2 of them are on Calvin all the time. When I work, 2 of them are on every person that calls in an order. 2 of them are on every restaurant I pick up some food from. At all times, sir. At all times. 24/7. You're in a lot of trouble, and you act like you have no fucking idea what I'm saying. When he pesters her and takes her money, things don't go well for us. We're seeing things happen we've not seen before. So Perry goes, let's do it more. I want to go to jail. I want to give them more evidence against me. I can't control myself, so I need to be controlled. I can't stop myself. I'm a disgust. Some people have that problem, you know. They get so disgusted with themselves in their criminal activity, and they can't stop. They have no control. They're impotent and weak and powerless. So they want to be arrested. They want it. And it seems like that's the case here. Why else would you do the same thing every day for 7 years? That gets you told on and told on and told on and told on. And everybody hates you. Everybody's sick of you. No one cares what you say. We're tired of hearing it. We're all sick of hearing it. Shut up. No one asked you, Connie Curry. No one asked you, Connie. Nosy body. He's typing in my phone yesterday. Go. Just leave Oklahoma. Just go. Leave. I didn't ask you, did I? I have a job to do. I'm going to do it. You get out of my way. You are the job. I've done a fucking hell of a job, too. In spite of the hell you've put me through. Everybody's tired of that. You want to know how we found out last night that you called that guy and told him to pull me over when I came out off of Sandusky? It's because everybody's sick and tired of watching you hurt me. I don't owe you an apology. I didn't invite you to Oklahoma. I came here to get away from you and not have any fight at all. No conflict, no problems. Just rebuild my life because you already tore it up. That was your choice. You don't get a date ripping up somebody's life. You don't even get cooperation. Fucktard. So now the judge is going, what kind of mental disability would make somebody do? We've already heard this. We need her to apologize conversation. Ad nauseum. I feel like I'm sitting in a nursing home. They're all repeating themselves. I mean, I don't know what to say to that. She didn't tell them that they were caught? No, Your Honor, she did about 100 times. Okay, so why are we talking about it again? Mr. Perry knows he's caught, right? If she's saying he wants to force me against my will to apologize, he wants to create a situation of duress where I feel like I don't have a choice. That's coercion, that's a crime. So why is he still talking about it? He's already been caught. Why are we still having this conversation? Are we on the Alzheimer's ward wing of a nursing home, or am I in a hospital, or am I courtroom? Where am I? Because it sounds like I'm in a nursing home. That we're still talking about the same thing. She said no. That's it. Period. No. I don't want your byline money. I don't want you. Comply with the law and get the fuck out of my life. And don't ever contact me or my family again. That's not option, sir. Here's the thing. You can do it you can do it by yourself, like a big boy, like a normal dude. Or they'll do it for you. The same way I'm quoting what happened last night. The same way I quote this quote. The same way we got the Fabian puzzle to me in jail when you had me false arrested. The same way we got the McNamara email. The same way we've gotten 40,000 recordings that I have 40,000 emails typing all that crap up. They got it from you to me, and it's not up to you, bitch. You're stupid. It's not up to you. We got it without your consent. Nobody called you up first and asked your permission, did they? Did anybody ask you? Act like you understand me, please. Your conduct is offensive and immoral. You guys heard the phrase lacking moral turpitude, dereliction of duty. You heard of that? Locals? Look, whichever ones are helping us, I don't know who you are, but thank you. Nobody tells that information, Charles. It's not up to you. You've been told to stop it. You're breaking the law. You're pissing everybody off. Everybody's sick and tired of you guys making me suffer. Everybody's sick and tired of you guys trying to make me do something I don't want to do. I'm a grown woman. Fuck you. Slavery ended at the Civil War. Y'all act like you don't know that. You people in Lubbock. You don't know? You better figure it out. Because the rest of the world hates your guts. You're getting told on. You're about to go to jail. When I get this information, nobody calls you up and says, can we get that from y'all and give it to her? Do they? It's not up to you. None of this is up to you. You act like you can't figure that. By 7 years and you can't figure that out by now. And you can't figure out why the judge is going, wow, am I in a courtroom or a nursing home? We're hearing the same things here. Over and over. They want to take her car. They want to cause a mechanical problem. They want to hit it. They want to wreck it. Over and over and over. Same things. But they've been caught on that. They've wrecked her car 5 times. You get the 9/11, the terrorists hit the World Trade Center, and everybody's going, wow, what's going on here? We don't know. Did the guy have a heart attack? Did the instruments fail? Did he go into a diabetic coma? I mean, what's causing the guy to fly a plane into a building full of people? But then the second one hit. Well, Charles, you little fucktard. What'd you do? Sit there and go, I still don't know what it is. What could it be? Because the whole rest of the world who's smart, how do you live in a world of people who are smart when you're stupid? How do you do it? Thank God I don't have to. I don't have to. I mean, I'm out thinking you in my sleep, and you think I care what you think? You're off your nut. So the second tower hits. We don't need the Pentagon to be hit and Pennsylvania crash for us to know it's terrorism. We know at this point. We know. So the second time you had my car hit, Perry, everybody knew you're doing that. I mean, you're just slow. It's just embarrassing. I don't like stupid people. I mean, you think you're going to get a date with me and you're going to sit across the table and act like I'm going to feel like I'm in a fucking daycare. No, thank you. I can't stand stupid people. I really don't like stupid cops. I mean, if you're a cop, you better fucking keep up with me. You're just going to irritate the fuck out of me. Guess what, Charles? A lot of them are very smart. They are. They're irritated. They don't want to be your bitch. I heard you paid him a whole lot of money to cover up your crime, and they put it into evidence, and you got mad that you didn't get a cover up, and you took it back. You have the money. Leave them alone. Leave everybody alone. Stop bothering people. No one invited you to Oklahoma. I came here to get away from you, so leave everybody the fuck alone. You're not going to get a date with somebody like me. There's no way. You can't have a conversation with me. You can't do it. I have to have a conversation with somebody that works hard and they have something interesting to talk to me about. And you can't do that. You're like a little girl sitting there watching TV pretending. I already know what I did all day. So, when you cause me a problem, you get told on. When you cause me a loss, you get caught. My guys are all over you all the time, and every day we're quoting you. We just need her to apologize. We've written this letter, apology. She gonna sign it. Come hell or high water. You guys are all like your aunt, your uncle, or your mom and dad, aren't you? Over there, Hillbillyville y'all live in. Let's do the same thing we already got caught on 50 times. Let's do it anyway. Nobody else suspect a thing. Yep, they do, actually. They suspect a thing. Like, by the time the second plane hit, we all knew it was terrorism. You fucktards. You need to keep up with everybody else. Inbreds. You guys are inbreds or something. So, this was dated October 29, 2015. What's it say? Mr. Perry's trying to arrange a false arrest to coerce me. He's trying to make me do something I don't want to do against my will. That's what this says. For 7 years, every day, every time you try to do something to me, we get more. And more, and more, and more, and more. The second plane is hit. The third plane is hit. The fourth plane is hit. The fifth plane is hit. Mr. Perry, do not contact me. I hate it. Boy, I hate it. Don't bother me. Don't bother me. You need to shut up. Do not bother me. When you contact me, you get told on. I don't like it. You're not sexy. You're not hot. You're disgusting. And we get one of these every time you contact me, every minute you invade my privacy, every time you take a minute of my time, every penny you take, every income loss, every property loss, anytime you take something from me, my guys take something from you. Intel, actionable intel. That was the first of it right there. And then what do? Let's do it again. My aunt and uncle are my mom and dad. Let's do the same thing today that got us all caught yesterday. Everybody, can we do that? Can we just do it again? And then when cops go in to ask for a judge to sign a probable cause order or whatever they do, his comments are we in a courtroom or are we in a nursing home? It feels like this is the Alzheimer's wing of Casa de old people. Yep. What else is he supposed to say? I mean, you tell me. Are you guys all inbred, Hicks, hillbilly? I mean, what are you? What the fuck even are you? You've tried to do it again and again and again. You just change your approach. So, whoever you wanted to pull me over last night was in an unmarked, I guess. Right? And he's going, why am I doing this? That's not the first time that's happened, sir. That's not the first time you call up here and you want somebody to pull me over and they're going, why am I pulling her over? Well, Because a corrupt politician who thinks he's God calls up here and makes us do that. Calls up here and makes us do that. Tells us we better do it, or we're going to get our butt chewed out. Do that again too. I love hearing when people start yelling at TPD. Let me tell you something. You don't know that it's TPD. A lot of times I'm not quoting TPD, I'm quoting you. We laugh at y'all. How many times y'all blame, oh, it's this person's leaking. Oh, it's that person's leaking. Well, here's the thing. If you weren't inbred, you'd be able to figure out. I think you did that. You wanted to run some kind of family intervention. My family hasn't seen me in 3 years. You know why? Because you kept asking me if they were leaks. So I just stayed away from them so they don't get threatened like that again. We'll send the EPA to shut your business down if we think you're leaking to her. Well, I'm not talking to them. They don't know how I'm doing. Unless they're listening to these podcasts, which they would know about unless you told them. I don't tell them. I'm doing podcasts every day. You should listen. They'd only know about it if you told them to listen. The allegations are stalking, peeping, hacking, right? We are remembering that coercion. We got to get her family to do an intervention, and Amanda and Landon don't want to help. Well, then Perry goes, well, is Landon a leak? Well, here's the thing. When I said that, Amanda and Landon don't want to help. First of all, I've not talked to Amanda and Landon to confirm that. I don't even know. What I'm doing is quoting you, not Amanda and Landon, inbred. So, you get all mad and y'all chew out TPD or whatever. I've heard that. Guess what I'm hearing? You, not them. Because you got wiretap orders and shit, Mr. Perry. You're in a lot of trouble. Is it TPD? Is it this guy? Is it that guy? Well, but I'm not quoting them. I'm quoting you, Mr. Perry. We just need her to apologize. I have been in crime my whole weirdo life. I'm a sex weirdo. I can't control myself. Low impulse control. Low IQ. Criminologists say. It's typical for a criminal. Stupid. In other words, you're stupid. Or you wouldn't be a criminal. You'd get off your ass and go work. And go do what Ted Cruz does. And United States Senator Ted Cruz and United States Congressman Jody Arrington. He's on the national news, Perry. You fucked that guy over badly, didn't you? And that's come back to haunt you, hasn't it? There was supposed to be... My friend calls me when I'm in Dallas. She's like, you would not believe what happened in Lubbock. Now, I'm gone from Lubbock. I don't give a fuck. But I could feel for her. She goes, you know we don't like Charles Perry. He's a screwball. Yeah, okay. And she goes, so there's supposed to be Senator Duncan resigns from his post as state senator. Okay, keep in mind, state senator is not the same thing as a United States senator. It's very, very different. Very different. Your legislative authority and powers and all of that stuff is limited. Very limited. As compared to a United States senator, Mr. Perry. Listen, I'm not asking you what you think, am I? I'm talking. You've invaded my privacy. Nobody's asking you what you thought. You were told to shut up. You need to shut up and listen. You never shut up. You're just like that Neil guy. It's like, these people never shut up. Oh my God. And they don't see anything that makes sense. So, they have like a quick 30-day, election. So she's like, well, okay, here's the thing. You know, Governor Perry wants John Steinmetz in that place. Him and John Steinmetz are good friends. John Steinmetz is a really good guy. He'd be perfect. But his wife is pregnant, and she's like, I don't want you running right now, which you can't blame her. John Steinmetz is the president of Vista Bank in Lubbock. Very good friend of mine. And very sharp as a tack. And, take the shirt off his back to help anybody. He's a nice dude. So his wife's pregnant. Well, they don't want him to run. She doesn't want him to run because they're about to have a baby. So I can get it. She's gonna want to be able to give her full attention to helping her husband win an election. Should they do that? And right now she needs to give her full attention to this new kid they're about to have. So what happens is then I guess they said, well, then it's going to be Charles Perry against this Jody Arrington guy that wants to jump in. Perry doesn't want the guy to have any time to get name recognition or raise money. So he's told them make it a 30-day cycle instead of I guess a 6-month cycle or whatever it normally would be. 90-day, I don't know. I can't remember what she said. And she goes, so Perry made him do it on a 30-day so he can win that. And I don't understand. I'm so upset. Like, you don't even know I'm so upset. This is why people don't like him. Does shit like that. And I'm like, wow, okay, so again, I don't live there now. I don't give a fuck. I really couldn't. I mean, do you guys sit around and wring your hands over some little podunk, nobody, small town, nothing, who's an elected official in a state where you do not live? Yeah, I don't either. I truly don't either. I had just walked out of Harry Reid's office. I don't care about some little, new guy's nothing. He thinks in his mind there's a different world than in the real world. He's a world where matters and he's important. The real world is like, yeah, we hate his guts. We would like him to be in jail. And then the problems he makes are over. The creepy is gone. We don't have to deal with it anymore. His mental problems. He's a imposition and a burden we'd all like gone. That's why we have a very easy time, sir, getting information straight from your people. Or there's a judge that's irritated as hell with you. We need one thing. There's a lot of you. They're going to do it a certain way. Everything they do, if you notice, is very strategic. Very well thought out. Very well planned. So that we get exactly the outcome we want. We have a plan. It's very strategic. We execute it with precision and accuracy, and we have gotten more evidence against you than anybody else has, including this right here, but not limited to. We know exactly what we're doing. There's a recording that goes with that email, and there's a whole lot more in that recording than is in that email, Mr. Perry. Charles, I would like you to shut up. Listen, am I asking you what you think? He likes to type in my phone and in my computer when I'm doing these. Like, he thinks it's a conversation. You should know what I'm doing. I'm recording this. You should have no idea what I'm doing right now. The allegation against you, sir, are stalking, hacking. You're a peeping Tom. You need to get a life. You need to get a fucking life, bitch. Get off your ass and go work. Stop being lazy. Stop being a sex weirdo. Get off your ass and go fucking work, bitch. Look at your results. So, he blows it for this Arrington guy, right? Charles, get off your ass and shut up and go work. No one asked you what you think, did they? Charles, when were you asked what you thought? No one asked you, Connie Curry. I mean, shut up. So they got, sometimes if I say that, like if I stop in the middle of my podcast and tell him to shut up, 9 times out of 10 he will. So I'm sorry for the interruption. He should know what I'm doing. And did anybody hear me ask, what do you think, Charles? I don't think anybody, I didn't say that, did I? No one cares what a little fucktard thinks. I've been out thinking you for a decade. I'm doing things you've not seen done before. Believe me when I say, no one gives a fuck what some fucktard like you thinks. You don't even make sense. You act like you don't even understand what people say. So please with that, really. He goes, so she says, so he basically robs this guy of a potential senatorial position by being unfair. Charles Perry unfair? Wow. Ooh. Who knew? Charles Perry was unfair. So Charles wins. He's now the state senator in one of the smallest districts in Texas. Jody Arrington goes on to become a United States congressman, Mr. Perry. Guess what he's not doing today? Sitting around watching TV, playing with a doll, pretending. He's a dignitary. You can't be a dignitary and act like you're in a daycare playing with little girl toys. You got a unicorn and a doll, I hear. It's weird. I've heard you're weird. You're really weird. I've not seen that. That's what I'm told. That you're that bizarro. And you don't have an alibi. I've said it. You guys, he needs an alibi. He needs to show and prove to the world he's busy in Lubbock shaking hands and kissing babies and seeing constituents and out with his family. And he's not doing it. And he needs to do it. And he's not doing it. I mean, it doesn't get any easier. This guy doesn't listen. He doesn't understand what people say. So you're flat telling him, here, I'm going to help you out here by telling you what you need to do. You need an alibi. Get off your ass and go work. You need to be able to prove that you were doing anything but what I say. And that question was asked not long ago. Is she is Mr. Perry able to show somehow that he's doing anything but what she says, that he's in Lubbock with his family, that he's seeing constituents, that he's out busy? And the guy goes, no. What do you mean, no? I mean, he sits on his butt in a hotel room in Tulsa, bothering Cynthia all day, every day, planning up the next shitty thing to do to her. Every day, all day long. Watching her in the privacy of her home. She's working. So, and he'll take her money fast as she can make it. So, no, he does not have an alibi. And the guy said, what about his family? I don't know. What about his constituents? Couldn't tell you. All I can tell you is, I'm telling you, he's doing not a damn thing all day, but sitting on his fat ass, like she said, watching television, pretending, planning the next crappy thing to do to her. Wow, okay, so I don't have anything to go with here. Nope, you don't. He cannot produce a receipt at a restaurant in Lubbock where he was at a, some sort of event. He cannot produce a receipt where he took his family to dinner in Lubbock. He cannot produce a video of speeches he's given in Lubbock. He cannot produce a video of sitting in with constituents and doing a town hall meeting or things that candidates do when they want to win an election. He can't produce any of that because that's not what he's doing all day. He's literally sitting in a hotel in Tulsa all day, every day on his fat, lazy, pervert ass, watching her in the privacy of her home, planning the next shitty thing he's going to do to her every fucking day. Wow. That's not helpful. Well, but that's what he's doing. So, that does substantiate this email here and this here. This was sent December 31st, 2017. This was sent in November 2017. And again, April 11, 2018, when you, just a few months before, you did that exactly in civil court. We're going to harass the hell out of her. And when she says we're harassing her, we'll claim she's harassing us. When really all that happened is we did something and she reacted. We caused an intentional, malicious, criminal injury to her. We're the bad guy. And when she talked about it, we'll say that she's the bad guy. We'll lie. We will perpetrate a fraud upon the highest court in the land. Because we want to use her as a test case before the Supreme Court. That way, if we're victorious with that, all the victims are silenced. All of our victims, all the women, all the children whose lives we blow up on our sadistic, international peep show online, offending God only knows what kind of countries, other countries. Drawing the attention of God only knows what reporters in other countries that you can't buy, you're not in control of. You can't call them up and go, Mr. Murdoch, can you bury my stalker story? Did you do that? I think you did. Well, you can't do that to some of these that you caught the attention of, Mr. Perry, in another country. So, I don't know what to tell you. So this was planned, and it was talked about, and we've talked about it again, and we've talked about it again, and he knew. He's hacked me. He knew I had that. Guess what else they said? You know what she didn't do? She's a pro se litigant. They're in a civil case. You would think that she'd file these with her response, and she did not do that. What she did instead is she did file an objection. Once again, Judge Cummings gives a ruling denying her with no reason and no case law cited. Didn't think it through at all. Just signed an order. That happens when you're out duck hunting, and that's when the order's signed. When you're out duck hunting with the defendants, and he bought you, you're going to sign a piece of paper, and you don't have time to read through anything and do any research, legal research. You don't know. You just sign a paper that says denied. You're duck hunting. You're busy. That's what y'all did. So, he goes, what she did instead is she files a motion to vacate on fraud, and then she puts these in as evidence. Exhibit A, B, C, blah, blah, blah. That's what somebody who's involved with law enforcement or assisting law enforcement or in law enforcement would do. They're building a fraud case here. This wasn't about a civil litigation, or she would have filed it with the objection. She waits until the judge denies the order and then files a motion to vacate on fraud. They're building a fraud case. That's what they're doing. And Perry's stupid. He went right for it. It's so easy. It's not even fair. We're seeing things happen we've not seen before. And Perry's like, let's do it. Today we're going to do it again. My aunt and uncle and my mom and dad are the same people. We're hillbillies. Right? Is that how that works, sir? Yep. We got this. Everybody's tired of watching you make me suffer. We got this. It was not up to you, sir. We got this, sir. Point out for me the marks on Officer Neely, who just took a car vandalism complaint. Part of that, we're going to harass her. When she talks about it, we'll say she's harassing us. You vandalized my car. Nobody's wrecked your car. You don't have any property damage. Nobody's doing that to you. You're in Oklahoma all the time. You need to count for your time. And you can't. Point out for me the marks on Officer Neely that looked like he was in a fight. We got that, sir. Wasn't up to you. I said he was drugged. I said it in March 2020. He was drugged and not given a full tox panel. I think I said, what did I say? He wasn't given a full tox panel at the hospital. Well, at first that's what we got. Remember, when there's an investigation, sometimes information comes out as it goes along. That's not unusual. First you don't know, and then you start asking questions, and you start digging, and more comes out over time. Well, what we find out is he was given a full tox panel, not until he got to the hospital. We have since corrected what I said in my first email. The thing about it is, though, I knew he needed one. I knew he was drugged. It hadn't been, that wasn't said in depositions yet. The depositions were taken in May of first responders saying he was drugged, unconscious. We gave him Narcan. He was in respiratory distress. He was dying. He was knocked out cold. There was no bump on his head. There was no head injury that would cause him to be knocked out. So it was our medical determination that what caused him to be knocked out is that he was drugged with opioids. So we gave him Narcan, and he came to. That means the diagnosis was correct, or he wouldn't have come to. Had they given him Benadryl, he would not have come to. He wasn't in an allergic reaction. He was in drug overdose. He was about to die. The fight was between Lucky and the offender, whoever drugged Mike. Because Lucky started yelling, "What'd you give him?" The hotel guide, Hotel John, checked the room at 8 o'clock when neighbors complained of yelling. Nobody heard a peep out of Mike. A angry drunk does not stay dead quiet. Doesn't happen. Chief Miller would not open the door any bigger, any wider than just to see his face. So who was he concealing? He didn't have any need to conceal Mike. Mike's the other registered guest in the room. Mike opened the door a few hours before. When they were looking for their remote, they called down to the front desk. Here comes Hotel John. Mike opens the door. "Hey, how you doing? We can't find the remote." Hotel John says, "I saw Lucky Miller laying on the bed, sleeping by the window, the bed by the window. He's fine. He's kind of resting. He's kind of, watching TV a little, but it's kind of laying there resting." Mike's looking for the remote. So we got them the remote. Oh, they're all fine. They're all good. But then a few hours later, we get a complaint of noise. And he goes running up, and Lucky opens the door, but only wide enough to see his face. So what changed in between there? Something changed. Mike's dead quiet. I've been around a lot of angry drunks, and they are not quiet. They're yelling, the belligerent. And nobody heard a peep out of Mike. You can't confirm how he was doing. You can't confirm his status at that point. Point out for me. And if you guys weren't little fucktards whose mom and dad and aunt and uncle are the same people, little hicks from Hillbilly, from Podunk Nothing, here's what would have happened. If you were smart, you guys are all about the acts showing consciousness of guilt, which makes it hard for you, Mr. Perry. You're in a little bit of a quagmire because you are dumb as a rock. Your IQ can't be above 30. I mean, you're stupid. It's embarrassing how stupid you are. When he pesters her and takes her money, things don't go well for us. We're seeing things happen we've not seen before, like she keeps quoting us. When we're in our little meetings, planning the next bullshit we're going to do to her. We've not had that happen before. And what's Perry do? "Let's do it more. Hey, everybody, let's do it more. I'm fucktard. Let's do it more." So, and you can't get women to like you. You can't figure out how to get women to like you. A lot of my friends, when I was dating Daryl, would tell me what I wouldn't do. I'd kill to have a guy like that. I mean, you are so lucky to have somebody like him. And I would kill to have that, what you have with him. I wish I had that. You're very blessed. You know what they would say? You know what they told me about you? You need to leave town. He's a monster. He's causing a lot of problems for you. You need to leave town. I love you. I'm going to miss you. But you need to be safe. And he's not safe. Mr. Perry's, I mean, there's something wrong with him. No, who fucking does this kind of crap? No, nobody says that about you, sir. Even the girl at Godiva's. I'm coming into my work. And here comes all these rich old farts wanting us to make you like him or find a way to put you in jail so you're going to sit in jail until you change your mind. And I'm like, wow, this is not about a date. It can't be. And we're not allowed to let you talk about Fabian. Fabian's fight with these guys. He's the keeper. He's the one you need. Not this bitch that thinks he's going to force you into something you don't want to do. He's making me creeped out. I'm not a high school graduate. My family's full of did meth. I had to drop out of high school to go work, take care of my parents. They're always high on meth. They can't even function. So I had to drop out of high school, and even I know this is not about a date. What's it about? What's really going on here? That's what that dancer girl told me, Mr. Perry, princess. So who do you think you're fooling? They all liked Fabian. They were all, if they don't want you to talk about him, then he's a good guy. Because they're not. It doesn't take a genius. So these guys are like, shit, what was I saying? Oh, that reporter. Had they done what she said and left, grab up some guy from the, they can't even lie right. They can't even do crime right. Grab up some guy from the meth bust Lucky Miller just did. The Chief Miller just did a meth bust right before his murder. Grab up one of those guys. Put that guy in jail for this murder. Nobody would have known the difference. And then there's no link to Cynthia and no link to them. Cynthia's doing good. Mike's home with his family. And they get him home. There's been a mistake. Clearly, the guy has not a mark on him. Anybody can see that. My son was hit 3 times. Look at his face. It's bruised. It's cut. Nobody died in this fight. Some guy popped him 3 times and everybody walked off. Everybody went home safe and sound. My son did not hit back. He's in Vegas. So, what is wrong with you? That you think people are going to look at this picture of Mike and go, yeah, he's in a fight. He's a murderer. Beat somebody to death. There's no way. Everybody's going, I'm not seeing it. He'd have injuries. Charles, you're going to jail. When you bother me, everything changes and you act like you don't know what those words mean. You're fucked hard. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing how fucked hard you are. I don't want to hear from you. Please shut up. Please shut up. Stupid, shut up. Please shut up, stupid. Nobody owes you an apology or a lie. You're to leave me alone. You're breaking the law. You're causing the problems. You're getting told on. Everybody wants you gone. When you're gone, the problems are gone too. The creepy's gone too. I won't ever be broke again. Everybody's tired of watching you hurt me. Everybody wants you to shut up. Just shut up. Connie Curry, do you ever shut up? Get out of my phone. Get out of my computer. Shut up and go away. You're pissing me off. That is a bad idea. There's a thing called predicting future outcomes based on past events. I'm talking above your head, aren't I? I'm not going to repeat that. So, you're the gift that keeps on giving. So, look at this picture. The reporter's like, had they gone, yeah, we can all see he doesn't have a mark on him. Chief Miller's dies of internal decapitations. That means somebody hit him so hard back and forth, his head came off his body. And blunt force trauma to the head, strangulation. Does that look like he could do that and look like that while he's unconscious? See, that's the thing. The plane hit the tower. The second plane's hit the tower. The plane's hit a Pentagon. And you think everybody's like, oh no, nobody will suspect a thing. Fucktard. Wow. Okay. Don't think I care what you think. Why would I? You're just stupid. I've not seen anything like it. Your mom and dad are your aunt and uncle, aren't they? Hillbillies. There's his arrest report. Not fucking injury on him. So the reporter's like, we would have said she's wrong, if not crazy. Had they done what she said, got Michael home, she's not broke, they give her money back, and they leave her the fuck alone. And they got some meth bust guy in there. No link to her at all. No link to that car vandalism at all. No link to shit. No evidence of coercion. No evidence of witness tampering. No reason to think, well, they are acting like guilty people act. And they helped Mike get home. No reason to think they did that. But they've done everything the opposite. They've done everything that makes us go, well, they did kill Chief Miller. There's no way they didn't. Even if they did kill him, had they let him go home and Cynthia's not broke and they got some meth guy in there, even if they really did do the murder still and they just framed meth guy, we wouldn't believe her if she said that. But they're stupid. These are the stupidest kind of criminals I've ever seen in my life. I mean, stupid as fuck. Dumb as ice. Going around, evidence of coercion, day after day after day after day. And you got a guy with not a mark on him, sitting in jail for doing something there's no physical way possible. It's not even possible, much less plausible, that he could have done that murder. Now everybody's pissed off. Now you killed a cop. Now you framed a cop. Fuck you. And she's comes from cop, and now she's starving to death all the time. You're always taking our money, which you want to starve me into a lie. Starve me into a lie. You want to starve me into a lie. You want to starve me into a lie. And the judge is going, have we not already talked? I think we've beat that horse, starve her to a lie, to a death now. Again, we got another one that we've heard him say over and over and over and over and over and over. Am I in a courtroom or am I in the Alzheimer's ward at a nursing home? Does he not know we've heard that recording over and over and over and over and over and we're all throwing up now? Why would he do that to her? Who the fuck does that? Well, that's what opened up the criminal investigation to begin with, Mr. Perry. Torment, torture, starvation of women and kids. Doesn't set well with normal folk. So, when you get told on, Mr. Perry, you ask for that. When you pester me, when you take my money, things don't go well for you. Every fucking day. Every fucking day. Charles, do not contact me. I can't stand you. You are the creepiest, nastiest, most gross piece of trash I've ever met in my life. You will never get a date with me. You do everything I hate, and then you go, why doesn't she like me? That's what the shrink said. If she hates it, he does it more. If she likes it, he refuses to do that. And then he can't figure out why she doesn't like him. Why won't you help me? Help you make my life hell? Why would I do that? You little fucktard. Mom and dad are aunt and uncle, aren't they? You're a fucking inbred hillbilly, aren't you? We're all tired of dealing with it. See, the thing is, when you're in jail, we won't have to anymore. So, don't act all shocked and dismayed when we get information. You're pissing everybody off. Everybody's sick and tired of watching you make me suffer. I've said that over and over and over and over and over. Get a grip on reality. Nobody wants you here. You weren't invited here. You've invaded. You're a home invader. You're not a guest. And you've come into my home and ripped up everything I have. And you got to comment on stuff. And we're like, wow, but I didn't invite you. You know, it's like you broke into my house at dinner time and you're mad that I didn't cook food you like. Well, here's the thing. You weren't an invited guest. Nobody invited you here. You're breaking into my home. I'm a hostage right now. And you're mad about because I didn't cook the dinner you like. Shitting me with that, right? It's that stupid, the stuff you say. It makes that much sense. It doesn't make sense. You don't make sense. Everybody's tired of watching you make me suffer, so stop making me suffer. Get out of my life. Get out of it. Get out of my life. You're creepy. You're a weirdo. You're rejected. You fail. Everybody else gets rejected. Everybody else moves on. You fail. You can't keep up with everybody else. Much less be a dignitary. You fucking embarrass the hell out of me. You embarrass everybody. See, if we have our ear to the ground and can hear what you said and get what you said, we got a lot of people that we know what they're saying. They don't like you. Go away, scumbag. Go the fuck away. You need to learn how to control yourself. You can't be a dignitary and do what little, monkeys do. Go do what Ted Cruz is doing if you want to be a dignitary like Ted Cruz. Or Jody Arrington, who's now in the United States Congress. Sir. He's a United States congressman. I see him on Fox News the other day talking about gun control. He's a states' rights guy. So he's like, it should be up to the states. That's my opinion. And so you're not on national TV talking about your work as an elected official. He is. You're calling up Murdoch. Please bury my story, my stalking story, because I'm creepy and I don't want anybody to know about it. Aren't ya? Did you call Murdoch and tell him to bury the story? A reporter tells us you did. The one you had calling around, can you find the 12? I've got to ask you a question. Remember the Texas stalker going after that woman in Tulsa? Yep, I do. And we were told to bury that story. Murdoch called everybody, said bury the story. Yeah. They killed the cop. She caught it. Fuck. Yeah, they got 12 reporters in this deal. I need to know. 12 reporters. Are you one of them? Can you talk to me about it? And I'm not going to say what happened after that. It's none of your business. Fucktard. Charles, you're Connie Curry. You're nosy. You're a fail. You just fail. You can't be normal. Women are attracted to men who excel. And they're busy working. And they're kind and they're chivalrous. Not men who are boring and lazy and strange-o and bizarre and creepy and can't keep up. You can't keep up. You want to be a dignitary, act like Jody Arrington. Act like Ted Cruz. Then you'll be on Fox News talking about your work. As a dignitary, as an elected official. Instead of having to call Murdoch up. Please bury my creepy story, my story about me being creepy. Please don't talk about it. You're getting told on because everybody's sick and tired of watching what you're doing to me. If you want people to stop talking about what you're doing to me, stop doing things to me that are illegal. Leave me alone. I don't want you. You're not wanted. You're not loved. You're told on. Told on and told on and told on day after day after day. Same old, same old, same old. Boring, bizarre, weird Charles gets caught again. And acts like he has no idea what's happening. Right? You don't know, do you? Mom and dad are aunt and uncle. See that? Anybody call you? Do you mind if we find out what really happened to Mike and Lucky? Because what we're hearing is not adding up. It doesn't make sense. Tyler Buttram, the mayor of Manford, Chief Ridley, the chief of police, both said, the story's not making up. It doesn't make sense. We're with them every day. They're not fighting. So my guys go and dig. When I'm broke, they dig. They get all over you. Everybody's tired of you hurting me. Go away. Go the fuck away. Control yourself. Yeah, you're just nasty, gross. So they tell me he was drugged. Now, at this point, we're still trying to figure out exactly what happened. Remember, this is March 2020. Depositions weren't taken till May. Oh, sure as shit, he was. This was in May. Fucked hard. Mom and dad are aunt and uncle, aren't they? We can tell. You're fucked hard. Because you act like you don't know how important it is, how significant it is that I had this in March. Everybody's sick and tired of watching what you're doing to me, so stop doing it. Get off your ass and go be a dignitary. Can you? Or do you just have no control at all? I don't think you have any control. I think you're just stuck in freaky Jason land. And there's this. All the car shit. I'm gonna get her car. And the judge is like, every day we're hearing this conversation with these men about taking her car away from them. And once again, I'm going to ask the same question. Am I in a courtroom or am I in a Alzheimer's wing of a nursing home? I'm not able to tell right now because I'm hearing these guys talk about the same thing. We just need her to apologize. And there's the false arrest where you obstructed justice. We need the evidence. We need your blood and hair to see if they gave you arsenic. Or was it something else? How much did they give you? If you want to pursue charges, call. That was Detective Egan from Tulsa Police on February 15th. But I was in jail because you by physical force prevented and delayed me from reporting your crime by a false charge, fraud upon a court. She filed a false police report, Your Honor, and it was all over a political vendetta. On the 29th, I'm prevented by physical force. It was a fucking kidnapping is what that was. And that's what the McNamara email says you're going to do. Because you were recorded on October 29, 2015. That email I just showed. That's what it says. We're going to false arrest her and make her lie. And so the judge is like, everybody knows this already. Everybody knows this. Who does he think he's fooling? They got the plane has hit the tower. And now we got the second plane. And now the Pentagon's been hit. And the thing is hitting in the damn field. So does he not realize he's caught? Everybody sees it. He's a bitch. He used a different word. I'm saying bitch. Your aunt and uncle are your mom and dad, aren't they? We can tell. Criminals have low impulse control and low IQ. You're like a bag of hammers. Literally. You don't get a date. You're not loved or wanted. You're told on every fucking day. And you never shut up. And I'm the one catching the crime, bitch. Like nobody else has in your life. Ever in your life. Nobody asks you if we can have the information, Charles. This is it. The McNamara email. We're going to arrange a false arrest and make her lie. Coerce her. Entice her. Carrot and the stick. Threats and bribes. 10 years of collecting all the evidence of that. And who do you think you're fooling? Who the fuck do you think you're fooling? What's it like to be the fucktard in a world full of smart people? I wouldn't know. I'm not that. So when you start trying to tell me what you think, imagine the hysterical laughter that bursts with people I know. Wow. That's like a 1-year-old trying to tell an adult how to drive. It's that stupid. Mom and dad are aunt and uncle, aren't they? So you guys did these bond conditions because I'm like, they're like, we just want her to let us save face and apologize and lie. And I'm like, you're shitting me with that, right? They just obstructed justice. That's a serious crime. They destroyed my evidence. Another serious crime. Committed perjury. That's another serious crime. I don't know them. Fuck. Here's what I'll do. I'll just stay quiet under one condition. Charles Perry never, ever contacts me again in any way, shape, or form. I never hear from that bitch again. I want it to be like he died. What'd he do? Second my feet hit Oklahoma dirt, he goes right back at it. And he still, last night he got caught. Early this morning, 1 o'clock in the morning. Calling up here. Can you pull her over? We just need her to apologize. We need you to intimidate her for us. And make her think she doesn't have a choice. And I heard it. My guys got it. They're quoting you. I think the guy did say, what's the problem? Oh, they just want her to apologize. Why do they want her to apologize? For what? Not liking a weirdo? That's not illegal. As many times as you've been caught, and we say it beforehand, what am I supposed to apologize for, you dumb son of a bitch? That I knew Mike Neely was drugged beforehand, it was out in the deposition, or that it was confirmed in the deposition? Or that you keep lying in court and doing all this crap to my car and my money, I'm broke all the time, everybody's sick and tired of you doing that to me, so we get more and more and more, I mean, what do you want me to lie about? I'm not going to apologize to you, you little fucktard. You need to go check yourself into a special needs facility. That'll do you a whole lot of good. Maybe. So this is an admission of guilt and an agreement to stop. Mr. Perry is going to leave her alone. Right? Quid pro quo, Matt. I don't care how many times you deny there's a quid pro quo. Everybody else is not stupid. How many of you guys that live in Lubbock are inbred? I mean, there's some people in Lubbock I respect. I don't know how the hell they stand it there. I couldn't stand it. It's just, I don't even know what to say to this. Look at this. Have no contact of any kind. You went into another courtroom and lied to that judge. You went into another courtroom and perpetrated another fraud. You led that judge to believe you'll leave me alone. And you never intended to, did you? You lied. So that right there is 2 perjury cases right there. You went into court and lied. You made a promise you never intended to keep. You know how I know that? Everybody in jail said, he's going to do this. They're going to use you as a test case before the Supreme Court. They got some new law. They're going to harass the hell out of you. And then when you talk about it, they're going to say you're harassing them. They're going to lie in court again. They're going to perpetrate a fraud upon the highest court in the land. Which oddly, Justice Scalia, First Amendment guy, dies in West Texas, and the post-mortem protocol was not followed, which then we got Richie, William O. Richie, murder cop, DC homicide commander, retired, saying, why wasn't the protocol followed? It would have been followed here. He's a United States Supreme Court judge. They treated his death like it was nothing. Did you do that? Switch out his pills? Who's Monique, Charles? Who is Monique? I know who Monique is. Why don't you get up and hold a press conference and you tell everybody who is Monique? Okay? And then I'll apologize for not liking the weird guy. Nobody likes the weird guy. What's it like to be the weird guy? Your mom and dad are aunt and uncle, aren't you? Aren't they?
You're filming my father and my fucking sister. How does this make you
Is that
feel?
the one that put all those scratches on your arm? You want to see the
Scratches?
pictures?
I got scratches.
I can show you the pictures right now.
No, I want you to leave my family fucking alone.
Keep hanging outside of there.
Monkey, hit the road. Dude, I promise you, you're gonna get yours and you're
I
gonna
don't
get
give a
it
fuck.
good.
That's what Charles tells me every fucking day. I'm gonna get you. You need to leave Oklahoma. So imagine somebody breaks into your home and they're mad because you cooked dinner that it's not what they wanted. And they're taking a bat to everything you own and tore everything up. And then they're telling you have to leave. No, it's my house. I don't. You don't live here. You're not invited here. No, you have to leave. No, actually, I don't. You broke into my home. Get out of my home. Stop hitting me. Stop this. You came into my house against my will. You're sitting on top of me, beating the hell out of me. I'm kicking you off me. So if you don't like getting kicked off me, get out of my house. Nobody invited you here. I came here to get away from you and not have a fight. Stupid son of a bitch. You're just not all there. Mom and dad are aunt and uncle, aren't they? Every day, I'm going to get you. We're going to make you leave Oklahoma. When he pesters her and takes her money and causes her problems, we're seeing things happen we've not seen before. She keeps finding out beforehand. She's quoting us all the time. And here's Perry. Do it more. Everybody do it more. My mom and dad are my aunt and uncle. It's all the same. Yep. We can tell. Believe me, we can tell. You're gonna get me. You threatening me? I got pictures of you. I did say you're a stalker. The allegations are stalking, hacking, peeping. You can't know when I'm working. Last night, when you have that guy, she's coming off Sandusky, pull her over. You couldn't have known where I was unless you're stalking me, hacking me. Because for all you know, I'm sitting at home watching TV. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. So how'd you know where I was? But for illegal means. I mean, it's so easy. It's not even fair. Your mom and dad are also your aunt and uncle, aren't they? We can tell.
You can bring whoever the fuck you want.
That's okay. You're
You
gonna
can
find
bring
Is
the
that
whole
a
fucking
threat?
army. I don't give a fuck.
This make you feel? You're filming my father and my fucking sister. How does this?
Alright, so here's all the shit they've done to my car. Plane has hit the tower, and then it hit the second tower, another one, and then another one has hit the Pentagon, and another one has been crashed in a field in Pennsylvania. And Perry's still going, oh no, it's not terrorism. What's it like to be a stupid little fuck in a world of smart people? What's it like to be a weirdo in a world full of normal folk? You really think I give a fuck about what you think? You're off your nut. Your mom and dad are your aunt and uncle, and we can tell. Inbred. So this is the stuff they do. And then they go, oh, nobody will suspect a thing. In 3 years, I'm hit 5 times, and you think nobody suspects a thing? Again, the World Trade Center was hit by a plane. Nobody knew what caused that. Second plane hits, and at this point, you dumb fuck, everybody knew it was terrorism. What's it like to be the fucktard in a world of smart people? I don't know. I'm not fucktard. It embarrasses me that you're like that. It's so embarrassing that you think nobody suspects a thing. Hold a press conference, you stupid, and tell everybody that, okay? Deny it. I want you to hold a press conference, publicly deny you had anything to do with all that. Do it. Do it. Okay? Do it today. Don't call the press and tell Murdoch, can you please bury my story? I'm embarrassed to be my story to be on the national news. Jody Arrington's on there talking about his work. Had you been working like him, you'd be on TV like him. But you're stupid. You're in the situation you are in because you're fucktard stupid. So it's so easy, it's not even fair. When you take my money, when you pester me, things are different, and you don't know that. You act like you're a fucktard and don't know that. It's been every day 7 years I'm quoting you, you fucktard. And he's like, let's do it more. Everybody, let's do it again. Every day, it's Groundhog Day for you. And the judge is frustrated. Am I in a nursing home or am I in a courtroom? Why am I hearing the same thing talked about with these guys all the time? Over and over and over and over. Do they not know we all know? Because if we know, it's not covered up. Do they know that? It seems like they really have no idea what's happening. Like they're not, I don't know what to say. I feel like I'm sitting in a mental hospital listening to these people talk. All of them. She's coming down Sandusky. Only a hacker would know that. So the guy pulls me over, let's say. The guy pulls me over. You're, whoever. He seems confused. He's not the first one. Why am I pulling over? Oh, they just need her to apologize. They need her to you need to go intimidate her and make her feel like she has no choice but to lie. Mr. Perry's like, yeah, we're going to do that. And I'm like, that is criminal, you stupid. It's piled up, stupid. Your mom and dad are your aunt and uncle, aren't they? We can tell. I'm taking pictures of you. Yep, I did say you're stalking me. I moved. I left. Why are you here? No one invited you here. Stalking is a felony, dumbass. Coercion, 2. Witness tampering, 2. Perjury, also. United States Code 18, Title 18, Section 15, 12, and 15, 13. You need a new attorney. You need one who can read. Or you need to go check yourself into a hospital. You need to be in a hospital. You've not been caught this much before. And I'm sorry, but people do suspect a thing. Do not insult our intelligence, Mr. Perry. That's why I want you to hold a press conference. I want you to hold a press conference and say all this crap to the public. Say it. Do it. You're going to piss everybody off because you insult their intelligence. Yeah, it's like he thinks we were born yesterday. That's pissing me off. He's insulting my intelligence. You know, a reporter said that, Charles. He was talking on the phone to you real nice. Oh, yeah, yes, Senator, I see. Yes, okay. He hung up the phone and he goes, that bitch lied through his teeth and insulted my intelligence. What a piece of shit. I'm not, that's why I hate Texas. Because he's not in Texas. He goes, that's why I don't like Texans. Right there, that guy right there. He just insulted my intelligence. He thinks I'm stupid. And yeah, you do what you do. Don't contact me. I don't like it. I don't like it, bitch. Why can't you just control yourself and go be normal? Why? Why do you have to be creepy all day? The creepier, the better. Why can't you get a grip on reality and just go act like everybody else and sit around instead of sitting around making problems all day and getting caught and told on and pissing everybody off and taking everything fun and making it unfun? Everybody hates you. It's not hard for us to get information, dumbass. It's not hard at all. Everybody hates you. See, people don't like problems. They don't like drama. We don't like stress and anxiety. We like things to be fun, and you take the fun right out of everything. So when I'm quoting you, please know that we all know that when you're gone, that's all gone with you. The nightmare's over. I won't ever be broke again. Everyone can just have a normal, happy day. No threats, no harassment, no coercion. No, did you tell? Did you leak? Did you let something slip? Who was it, you? Do that one more time, I dare you. Do it again, Charles. Hold a press conference and tell everybody how you didn't do that. Do it. Who's Monique? Who's Monique, Charles? Do it one more time, I dare you. Listen, I told you to fix something, and you didn't. And so we got the thing last night. Here she's coming down Sandusky. Pull her over. So you chose. We deliver every day. When you cause me a problem, you don't get a date. You get told on. It's been that way for 7 years. Every day. Your mom and dad are your aunt and uncle, aren't they? We can fucking tell. You can't miss it.
Leave me alone. I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone.
Hey, men. Leave women the fuck alone. When they're in public, when they're doing anything, You don't have the right to their attention. You don't have the right to step into their personal space. You don't have the right to them, especially if they're making it very clear they don't want to be talked to. But even when they're not, unless a woman is giving you enthusiastic and continuous body language and signs that she wants to talk to your ugly dumbass, then leave her the fuck alone. Find a date a different way. Okay? It's not clever. It's not cool. It's not cute. It's garbage. It's absolute garbage behavior. And you're a garbage person if you do it. I don't care if it's in public. It doesn't fucking matter. You don't have the right to her. And you need to leave her alone. And this is Bacon.
Okay, so let's wrap this up with this. Apply all equal protection. All constitutional rights, but equal protection. Violence Against Women Act, Title 18 of the United States Code, 1512 and 1513. All local laws prohibiting stalking, hacking, peeping, witness tampering, coercion. Charles, go away. Just get a life. You, in our case, you're going to have to account for your time. So if you're in a courtroom with Judy Parker, I suggest she do the same. Require that you account for your time. Is she the judge you're going to lie to? We heard she is. Go tell you, Judge Parker, with all due respect, you're going to need to make Mr. Perry account for his time. My allegations are he's doing the harassing, not me. He's just getting told on. I believe Judge Karkendall said, you guys need to leave her alone. Just leave her alone. That's all she's asked you to do. Leave her the hell alone. Get a life. Get off your ass and go work, Perry. Go do things dignitaries do. And quit sitting around like a little girl. Pretending. You look ridiculous. You embarrass everybody. Why aren't you embarrassed? Why the hell are you not embarrassed like you make everybody else feel? Do you really not know that you should be? Do you really not know? So our judge is going to make Mr. Perry account for his time when he can't prove he's doing anything but what I say. I moved twice to get away from him. Judge Kirkendall was smart enough to say, I think that you're doing things to her and all she's doing is reacting. The allegations are stalking. So, leave her alone and let's see if this doesn't die out. This is to document the stalking, like on connecting the dots. I'm not doing anything wrong at all. I moved twice to get away from this bitch. He's taking everything I have. Guess what, Judge Parker? Everybody's really pissed at him. They're tired of sitting and watching him make me suffer in Oklahoma, where you're not. So, he needs to be restrained. I don't go where he is. He's coming where I am. Everybody in Oklahoma's tired of watching him making me suffer. Take my money. Starve me into a lie. We just need her to apologize. We need her to lie. We need her to say and do things against her will. I don't want to go to Texas. I hate your guts. I don't like Texas. I hate Texas. Have her husband make her go. My ex-husband. So you butt into that. Right? So I assert all those, the equal application of the laws. MeToo movement. There's a lot of women that complain about being stalked. It's legal to do that. It's not legal to stalk, though. Is it? Yeah, you're not wanted. You're just told on. Same thing every day for years. Okay, so he's hacked my phone, and that would make it where he could know I'm working. And I have signed up for Uber Eats, Grubhub, and DoorDash, and one other delivery service. So how do you know which one I'm working for? In order to have your people call in and get my picture with their doorbell camera or whatever surveillance they have, how would you know that but by illegal means? How would you know I'm coming down Sandusky at 1 o'clock in the morning? To have an unmarked come over and make me apologize. For what? Not liking being stalked? No one does. That's the crime. You're nothing. Everybody's tired of you making me suffer. So don't act like you don't like getting told on. You do too, or you'd stop. You love getting told on. No one helps you. 7 years, no one's helped you. You want to know who told? I don't have that information, and nobody wants to give it to you. You know what we want? We want you gone, and all those problems that you're causing with you, and all that creepy, it can slime all over us, gone with you. That's what we want. That's why you're getting told on all the time. And chances are high you don't understand a word I'm saying right now. You need to be in a special needs facility. This right here, connecting the dots, is what police are supposed to do with stalking victims. This right here, the use of technology to stalk, talks about how stalkers use hacking these days. Like a motherfucker. And somebody like Perry that has the money to clone a phone can clone a phone. Guess what? My guys cloned your clones so they can hot mic it and they listen to every word you say. You got that thing on next to you? In my phone, the clone of my phone? You're going to pay for that. You're going to pay for that. So now the judge is tired of hearing you talk about the same thing over and over. I'm not going to apologize. And he's tired of hearing you talk about, we just need her to apologize. Make her starve her back to Texas. He's tired of hearing that too. He's about ready to check all of you into a mental hospital. Am I in a nursing home or am I in a courtroom? Why are we having the same conversations all the time? Get up and hold a press conference and prove you're doing anything but what I say, Perry. Account for your time. You don't get a date, you get told on. We're all tired of it. Everybody's tired of you hurting me. Everybody's sick and tired of watching you hurt me. When he pesters her and takes her money, things don't go well for us. We're seeing things happen we've not seen before. You do have a new normal. Yeah, you know, if your mom and dad are also your aunt and uncle, it might be hard for you to understand that when you fuck with me, you get caught. When you do X, Y happens. So if you don't like Y, don't do X. I'm not a special education teacher. You're going to have to find a specialist. Okay? If I talk slow like that, will that help you understand what I'm saying? I'm tired of repeating myself. The judge is tired of hearing me repeat myself. Go work, okay? Leave me alone, weirdo. You're not getting a date with me. I don't like you. I don't like you. You're never going to get a date with me. Fucktard. You're too strange-o. Get off your ass and go work. If you liked me, you would do things I like, fucktard. You do everything creepy that I hate. I don't want a cop killer. I don't want a peeping Tom. I want an intelligent man who's chivalrous and kind and normal. You gotta be normal to write this right. Okay? Do you understand me? I don't have any finger paints for you today. You're gonna have to get some help. Everybody's tired of you. Everybody's tired of you causing problems for me. So when you're in jail, you can't do that anymore. That's why you're always told on, okay? Anybody it's out there, can you help Mr. Perry understand what I'm saying? It's just frustrating dealing with a stupid person. I don't know how to do it. I don't have the, that's not my gift. Get a specialist, okay? Now, leave me alone. You got caught again because you didn't. I told you to fix the problem you made. You didn't, so here we go with us. She's coming down Sandusky. We got that information through illegal means, so whatever happens on that call, you can't use it. Golly, y'all act like I'm the one. Listen, I'm the one catching the crime like nobody else has. I'm gonna repeat that. Write it down, everybody. Cynthia has caught the crime like no one else has. Got it? Now, act like you actually understand what those words mean. It's not a day or a week we've done this. It's been 7 years. The McNamara email goes with the recording. And the recording has a whole lot more in it that's in that than is in the email. I know that you wanted me to apologize. And I said, no, I'm not going to lie for you. I'm not going to. Stop trying to make me. You want to starve me into a lie. We've all said it. Over and over and over and over and over. You want to cause a situation where I'm in extreme duress thinking I'll lie for you. And I said no. Now you're just pissing me off because you're pushing me to do something I don't want to do. We get more. Everybody's tired of it, Charles. You're a fucktard. I don't want to anything. You're like fingernails on a chalkboard to me. You're never going to get a date with me. You're stupid and you're weird. And I don't do stupid and I sure shit don't do weird. You're not chivalrous. You're hideous. You enjoy abusing women. So I enjoy abusing. I enjoy kicking the hell out of criminals. That's my favorite thing to do. I'm very good at it. Look at this. Look at this. Nobody else has gotten all this. None of your other victims have a Fabian puzzle. None of your other victims have all this. McNamara email, Michael's drugged email, Mickey James's text that are threatening, or David Robertson's or Terry Wagner's or Joel. They don't have Pinto recording. soliciting prostitution on your behalf. I've gotten it. I'm very good at what I do. So what you're doing is just making people more mad and more angry and more mad and more angry and more mad and more angry. You're the criminal. Nobody invited you here. You're the criminal. You're stalking. That's a crime. You're witness tampering. That's a crime. You killed a cop. That's a really big crime that pissed off all the wrong people in a way that never had... I mean, they were already pissed off. Now they're really pissed off. You're being stopped. Don't repeat what I say right back to me, because you'll just piss me off. And right now, you piss me off. I swear to God, you'll pay for it. Just like last night when I said, you created a problem, you fix that problem, or you're going to pay for it. Now, can you pull her over when she comes down Sandusky? Can you do that? We just need her to apologize. I told you. It's every day. I tell you every day, Muffin Man. So, fucked hard. Leave me alone. Control yourself. Go be normal. Quit breaking the law. Quit making problems. See, when you're in jail, Mr. Perry, all the problems that you cause, they're gone with you. Your creepy little doll, gone with you. Your strange little unicorn, gone with you. And the nightmare's over. And everybody's happy again. And we can finally have a day where we're not yelling and screaming. Leave me alone. It's nice to have a day when you don't have to scream at a stalker. Leave me alone. We're tired of you taking the fun out of everything. Everybody's sick of it. It's not hard for us to get information. See, we want to have a day when we don't have to have this. This is the whole day, all day long. Leave me alone, screaming and yelling at you. Leave me alone.
Leave me, please. I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's why I moved.
Just
leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No,
and I'll leave you alone.
0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you again.
What
I don't ever
happens?
want to hear your voice, Seal. Please,
what
God
happens?
bless you.
What?
Okay. All contact I hate. It'll get you told on. All peeping and hacking I hate. It'll get you told on. All financial duress. All fraud upon a court. All problems that you make for me. I hate it. You'll get told on. Do you understand? It's been that way for 7 years. McNamara email was dated 2015. Now, either you get that or you're just fucked hard. And here we are. It feels like we're in a nursing home again. At the Alzheimer's wing. Having to say the same thing over and over and over and over and over. You piss me off. You piss that judge off. Do you understand? That's how that works. You're seeing things happen you've not seen before. Act like you know what that means. You piss me off, you piss those 40 cops off. 2 of them are watching me at all times. 2 of them are watching you at all times. 2 of them are watching Robertson, Matt Powell, Josh Burson, Calvin all the time. 2 of them are watching everything I do everywhere I go so that you can't hurt me. We're all tired of you hurting me. Be screaming, leave me alone. I moved twice. I went to a lot of trouble not to have to fuck with you and deal with your shit anymore. All you had to do is leave me alone. And then you wouldn't need a lie, would you? You're not going to get a date with me, you fucktard. You disgust me, you creepy piece of shit. You're not hot and sexy, you disgust me. Act normal. Control yourself. Go be normal. And leave everybody alone.
Please leave me alone. Please leave me alone.
Predict your future outcomes based on past events. Your mom and dad are your aunt and uncle, aren't they? How embarrassing for you, stupid.
Stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop. Stop stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's why I moved.
Just talk.
Leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes. And
No,
I'll leave you alone.
0 minutes. I don't.